My name is JT and I own Bondi Ink with my beautiful wife, Wendy. Bondi Beach is an unbelievable place. There's nothing like it anywhere in the world. When summer is in full swing, it's pure adrenaline. Millions of travellers from around the globe come and go. Our dream is to run a shop that hosts the best artists from around the world. And there's no better place for it than here. We just had a baby, so Wendy's relying on me to get through a hectic Bondi summer and run the business without her. Hey guys, how are yous?
Hey.
Just quickly, you guys are the best at what you do. I love your art, you're amazing, but we've got to take it to the next level. I haven't told you guys yet, but Megan's coming back from New York. We've got a lot of work to do and she's going to be running everything.
I'm really excited to have a relaxed summer. Last year it was so busy, I had no time to go to the beach or do anything. And this summer, I can actually just tattoo and go to the beach.
I expect you all to step it up. This is everything to me. I put my whole life into this. The start of summer is the start of a busy season. Without Wendy in the shop, it's crucial I get Megan in to take over.
I'm Megan Massacre, and I am a tattoo artist from New York City. I am a person who wears many different hats. I am an owner of Grit and Glory Tattoo in New York City. An artist, I'm a TV personality, a model. I've been a DJ, I'm also an author, so yeah, I keep busy. I've been tattooing for about 13 years now, and my style has completely changed and evolved the entire time. Right now, my preferred style is doing really bright, colorful realism. And specifically, I really like combining multiple styles of tattooing together into one, such as taking a realistic tattoo and combining it with a traditional background. After work, I really like to go out to blow off some steam. I'm kind of known as the person who works all day and parties all night.
I had a great time here last summer, but it was just so hectic. Like, I was working the entire time and it gave me zero downtime to myself. One of my conditions for coming down was that Tennille had to come too. I can't come all this way and not see one of my best friends. And I'm so excited to be able to tattoo with her. I'm pretty curious what Bondi has in store for me this summer.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What can I do for you?
Looking to get a tattoo. My name's Sarah and I came into Bondi Ink today to get a tattoo of bow and arrow representing my mum. Just here on my left arm.
Yeah.
Intricate details and like a purple ribbon wrapped around it somewhere there.
Is there any particular size you like?
Roughly half the size of my forearm.
Cool, easy. If you want to give me maybe like 15, 20, I can have it ready for you.
Yeah, cool.
See you soon. My name's Sean Bones. I'm a born and bred Bondi boy, and I'm a tattoo artist, and I'll tattoo to the day I die. I can't be defined by a style. I love all styles of tattooing, and I like to bring what I have to the table and mix it all together. Outside the shop, I love training, surfing, family, and quality time with my missus. All right, so this is what I've come up with.
Yeah, cool.
Try to keep it girly as possible.
Yeah.
For size, keep in mind that once the paper's all gone, it's going to look a little bit sort of smaller.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
So I've done quite a few bows and arrows before, but seeing as you wanted it quite detailed, I thought I'd try to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, I really like that woman's body in the front of there.
What's the whole reason behind the bow and arrow for you?
For me, it represents everything that my mum has been through the last couple of years. Her and my dad went through a really messy split, and that's why the purple ribbon actually represents the domestic violence ribbon. And the arrow says that it really hit home with me, this quote, the arrow can only be shot by dragging it backwards. So when life is dragging you back with difficulties, you just got to focus and aim and let it propel you forward. She's really impressed me with what she's achieved, even with what she's been through.
How long ago was the split?
It's 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, I would have just been out of high school and I woke up one night and saw my dad chasing my mum out of the bedroom. Dad had come home drunk and him and mum got into a fight, and I woke up to seeing him running out their bedroom chasing my mum. It was quite violent.
What ran through your mind, especially at that age, is pretty crazy.
Oh, well, mum had been planning on leaving him. I knew that much, but I didn't realise to what extent. Like, mum had always kept it really, really quiet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she didn't want me and my brother to know. It was the first time that my brother and I were aware of it, so it came as a bit of a shock. We weren't expecting something like that to happen. Quite severe, there was guns involved even.
He didn't like threaten your mother with it, did he?
At one point.
Really?
Yeah. That's why it was so heavy. Like my brother and I didn't know what to do. Like at that age, we ended up having to run out of the house. It was actually really a really hard night for me because I was actually the one that had to call the police in the end, like on my own father. Like, it was really, really scary. I was worried about my mum's safety more than anything. My brother was there trying to, hold my dad off. So I was the one that had to then, take that role and call someone because otherwise, who else was gonna stop it? It's hard. Like, my brother and him were really, really close, but he doesn't speak to him anymore because of it.
Right.
So he's younger than I am, so he really, really struggled with it.
Well, it does affect you when you're very young, yeah. Obviously.
Mum was a mess. Obviously, she was beaten up pretty bad. I actually had to be the rock at the time. Everyone else was quite distraught, and I had to hold them all together because otherwise they were just a mess.
Do you speak to him now at all?
Surprisingly, yeah, I do. Well, I don't forgive him whatsoever. He knows that.
Yeah.
But the way I see it, I've only got one father, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
I like to think that I'm helping him change. That's the goal anyway.
Did anything eventuate of having to call the police?
Well, my dad went to jail for 3 years
Really?
for it. Yeah.
Fuck.
For me, I think it was harder knowing that he was stuck in there and I was out, being able to do whatever I wanted, and that I made the call.
Do you think that being in jail put anything in perspective for him, or did
I
it
hope
change?
so. He seems to have. So I'm holding on to that hope anyway that he has.
You're very brave to be able to do that. A lot of people would just completely shut him out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard, but I grew up being close to my dad, and I grew up having all these positive memories. I didn't want to just throw those away because of one bad one.
When I was designing this tattoo, I was trying to keep it very girly, so I decided to put a woman's body into the bow without even knowing the whole story behind it. So it's just crazy that it turned out like that. And how's your mum?
She's good now.
She's good?
She's better off now. So much happier.
All right, all done. Check out the mirror.
It's awesome. I love it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Pleasure. You can see all little details are in through it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well worth the pain.
Absolutely.
I love the tattoo. I think Sean's done an amazing job on it. It's perfect. I just gave him a basic idea of what I wanted, and he's turned it into something amazing. Mum's gonna love it. She has to.
Right, let's wrap you up and send you on your way.
You want me to tattoo and manage the studio?
Yes, just for the summer, because Wendy's not here, hun.
I'll take one shot.
All right, go, Sean.
I'll do one.
If Sean does it with
I'll
me.
do one.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean.
Oh.
Hello,
Hey
beautiful.
guys, how are you?
Welcome
Hi.
back. Good to see you.
good
Hey,
to see
boys,
you.
look who's here. This is Van. This is our new apprentice. Where's
Hi
the boys?
I am absolutely frothing that Megan's just arrived. I've never met her, and I've just seen her work and heard so much about her. I'm super, super pumped.
Hi,
Nice
Jimmy.
to see you again.
Wow, it feels like I never left.
And your old nemesis.
Hello.
Oh, you. Hi, Sean.
You don't look that happy.
Are you happy to
I'm
see
happy.
me?
I am happy to see you.
You happy to do some more competitions?
Yeah.
I'll go head to head, that's no problem.
You got this?
I got it.
We can fight over it if you want.
Last year we butted heads, but little does she know I'm a changed man, and this year's gonna be much different.
What's been going on here, guys? Anything new and exciting?
Well,
I'm new.
Oh, you're new and exciting. I see that.
I'm the
Cool.
shop apprentice.
Nice to meet
So anything you need, let me know. Megan seems like a legend and cute.
so good to have you, hun. I'll take you out the back and
Cool.
show you.
Thank you so much.
where
Nice to
everything
see you
is.
guys.
There's been a lot of staff turnover since last summer, but I'm sure Megan will get along with the new guys just fine.
This year, honey, we've got a lot to do. I know I brought you in as the artist, and like last year, because Wendy's not here, I'm going to get you to look after the shop downstairs, look after all the artists, so you'll virtually be running it.
Like a manager?
Well, yeah, manager slash tattooist.
You want me to tattoo and manage the studio?
Yes.
You let me fly 24 hours here without knowing what I was really coming to. This is just like last year.
I haven't got Wendy now because she's had the baby and what have you, so.
I have my own shop that I just left. I came to go to the beach.
I've also got another section to here. There's going to be a custom studio. and you'll be running it. You'll be setting it up and you'll be running it.
This is a tattoo studio up here too.
It will be.
Another one that you also want me to look
Just
after.
for the summer, because Wendy's not here, hun.
I'm gonna manage his studio and then I'm gonna make a whole nother one.
I know it's a lot, but it may concentrate on the business side of things.
Okay.
And you can run the artists and do what you have to do.
And I get to do whatever I want?
You are in charge. Absolutely in charge. Honestly, I would not ask anybody else in the world for this. She is a girl for the job. She runs her own business in New York. What more do you want? So I hope you accept the challenge.
You're playing on the fact that you know I can't say no. Little jerk.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Me.
Greg.
How you going, mate?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
You too. I got my buddy coming in, Greg. I've known him for about 8 years now. We played in bands. My name's Jimmy May. I grew up on the northern beaches of Sydney. I now live in Bondi. I specialise in black and grey work, a lot of portraits and realism. I think it stems from my painting background. To me, tattooing is a way to be creative every day of my life while making a living. When I'm not tattooing, I'm usually painting. I'm a big Renaissance guy, so I'm always oil painting. I love painting portraits. Just recently, I've gotten into animal portraiture. I'm a big animal lover, so I want to do something with my art that represents animals. When I'm not painting, I'm usually playing music.
So here's the photo, man. So the story is that on the second last day of the World War, Grandpa sank this submarine.
So he was a pilot, yeah?
Yeah. And my grandfather actually held the guy by the legs out the window of the plane as he took this photo of a submarine sinking. Not many people get the photo up like that. So there's only 3 of them in the world, and the Queen's got one in England, and here's another one. So the photograph I brought in today was more inspiration than anything else. I didn't want a tattoo of the sub. I wanted a tattoo that would actually represent my grandfather as a man, but also as a hero.
So I got your email. I sort of just put this together, which were some aspects of what he was all about. Started with the portrait, and then, you know, the plane that sunk the ship. And then this, which you told me what it meant, but I forget.
It means we fly for liberty.
So happy with it?
Yeah, man, it's
Cool.
amazing.
Have you decided where?
I'm gonna get it right here.
Yeah?
On my arm, yeah.
Cool, we can get a rough sort of
There's
size.
the other one you did.
Are you happy to go the full length of your arm?
Yeah, why not?
May as well. Yeah, cool. I think that size will work. So what I'll do is I'll make a stencil, and if we need to change the size, we can do that after. Take a seat. I'll get another coffee.
Game on.
Yeah.
See you, man.
See you in a bit.
Cheers.
I always love working from vintage photographs. When it comes to vintage portraits, maybe back in the day, the photography was all black and white. So when it comes to black and grey tattooing, I think it translates really well. They really focus on like good lighting and a good expression on the face. And I don't know, every vintage portrait I've seen has just got the perfect expression. Greg,
Oh, yeah.
come on over. Hopefully you've done the shave business for me.
No.
Or is that all part of the...
It's part of the friendship.
So how long have you wanted this sort of tattoo for?
I've always wanted to get something to represent my grandpa, just because he's a legend.
He's still with us, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
91, still going.
Nice. Have you told him that you're getting it?
I did. He said, as long as you're not getting it on your bum, I don't care. He actually thought he had to sit and pose while you did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we work on photos these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Pretty good size. You happy with that?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
I don't speak Latin, but I hope it's spelled right.
Oh. Are we there yet?
Not even close.
Not even close. How's that? Look at that.
Starting to get all fidgety, are ya?
Nah, that looks great. I remember the very first thing that we did after you left the band was we went to Germany And then we toured with Alice Cooper around New Zealand and Australia and stuff, like the very first thing.
As soon as I left, yeah.
Yeah, you signed off on it. We're like, oh, there's only 4 guys, we can actually afford to do this now.
Yeah.
I've known Jimmy for a lot of years now. We actually first started playing in a band together when he was 18. So we played in a band for 8 years or something together. So it's been a while. Jimmy on a skateboard, here we go, come on.
Being in a band with Greg and experiencing all those things at such a young age, it brought us so close, and we're going to be lifelong friends.
Do you remember getting our first tattoo at LA Ink?
Yeah, back when we were in the States recording.
Oh, yeah, man.
Goes on tour, stays on tour, perhaps.
Yeah, except for the tattoos that you get, huh?
Yeah. So imagine Sony sending a bunch of kids over to LA to record an album. Like, we ran amok. I don't regret anything, but probably because I don't remember anything.
The reason, I wanted to get this tattoo is anyone who knows me, as you know, I always talk about my grandpa, how much of a legend he is. He's definitely been like a moral compass for the whole family.
So you could say he's a good patriarch of the family.
Absolutely. I got to sit down with my grandfather a couple of years ago and actually talk to him a lot about the war. And every time I talk to him, I hear new details that I didn't know existed. He will tell me that we just did what we had to do and we did what anyone else would do. And when I asked him if I could get a tattoo of him, he said, but I was just a small piece in the puzzle. I don't want to take any glory away from the other guys. You see a typical grandpa and you don't think that he has all these like crazy stories and stuff, but yeah. He's the only surviving member of the crew now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his name was Little Ernie back in the day, so he was the youngest of the lot, 18 years old.
That's amazing, like, you got your granddad fighting wars at 18, and what were you doing at 18?
It makes you think that like you do tattoos and I play music and that's all we do for a living, and these guys like went through war and all that before they're even 20, so the least I can do is put a picture of it on my arm, right? Yeah.
All right, man. I'll get you to jump up and check it out in the mirror.
Oh man.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. That looks amazing. It's fantastic. It captures everything that I wanted it to, and it does it in that style that Jimmy has just become so well known for. I feel incredibly privileged to have it on my arm.
I think it's a cool photo of your granddad as well. So
yeah.
I especially like tattooing those sorts of portraits. I've hardly ever seen like a bad vintage photo. I think they're just so cool. So I'm always down to do an old style portrait, and with the plane in it as well, I think that was a cool touch.
Good on you, man.
No worries. I'll just wrap it up and then you can get out of here.
Shirt off for me? That's part of my job.
Ta-da, the custom studio.
There is nothing in here. I have a lot of work to do.
I'm so excited to finally get to check out upstairs and see what is in store for this studio.
Ta-da, the custom studio. I've put some lights in, got a beautiful mirror and an amazing TV.
I see that.
So exciting.
Very echoey.
Echo! You
Yeah.
can yell at people in here.
There is nothing in here, so I know I have a lot of work to do.
Look at these beautiful lights.
Cool, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot more stuff now.
Yes, that's why I have got you here.
When I came here, this just isn't what I thought I would be doing. I thought I was just gonna be working my butt off downstairs, but really it looks like I'm gonna be working my butt off downstairs and upstairs.
Whatever we need, we sit down and have a chat and work out.
Yeah, make some lists about the stuff together.
Awesome. After you. I'm used to carrying all this weight myself, so I'm ready to offload some of this to Megan.
Today I've got a client coming in that's been waiting for a while to get tattooed by me. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to do a couple of portraits on his ribs, which is my favourite place to tattoo. My name's Tanil Napoli and I'm from Brisbane, Queensland. I specialise in black and grey, realistic fantasy, custom tattoo art. Full leg sleeves, bodysuits, back pieces, big progressions, big work, all the time. I own a tattoo studio called Garage Ink.
Garage Ink is a one-of-a-kind studio. We are predominantly women-based with over 10 female artists in our studio.
Tattooing to me is a passion. It's a massive part of my life. I don't know what I'd do without it. Good morning, you must be Maddie.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
How you
It's
going?
Neil. So this is the photo that we're going to be working with today. Awesome. This is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously get all this ready. So if you want to maybe give me half an hour to get the stencil and get all my stuff sorted, that'd be awesome.
All right, cool. No worries.
All right, babe, see you
Yeah.
soon. I don't do a lot of elderly type portraits, basically because usually the photos aren't clear enough. And because there's so much detail in an elderly person's face that I really need that high quality to be able to work from. And that photo was just on the border of being able to be, you know, tattoo quality. Shirt off for me. Best part of my job. What's this one on the side here?
Oh, that's my brother and my sisters.
Oh, sweet.
I have my mum and dad tattooed on my chest as well. I'm just real family orientated. They mean everything to me.
How was that one there on your side? Felt
I was
bit
quite
painful?
young when I got that, so I can't really remember.
Yeah.
I was only like 16, I think.
Yeah, my first one was 16, my boyfriend's name.
Oh, really?
Because I'm the smartest motherfucker in the world. 12 months later, I got it all covered up with a spider web. So my parents were really impressed about the fact that I got my chest tattooed. Go check it out. Yeah?
Perfect.
All right, let's get it done. Alrighty, you ready? All right, how's that?
All good.
All good?
Yep.
Perfect. Let's get it done. You sit like a boss, dude. What made you want to get your grandparents? Apart from the obvious fact that you clearly love them.
They've always lived with us,
Yeah.
or like around the corner, so I've been close my whole life. I love growing up real close to my grandparents. They were either always living in the next street over from us or in the house with us, so I've always been really, really close with them. At the moment, Nan lives at home with mum and dad.
But what about your granddad?
Pa died he's been gone about 9 years now. Pa was awesome. He passed away on my 16th birthday. It'll be 10 years in a couple of months. He was a legend.
Wow. And was he sick before that?
Yeah,
or-
he was sick for a little bit. It was horrible, but we were all together for it, so it was okay. I like to think that he did it on purpose, so then like we sort of share that day together now. So. Yeah, because he was sick for a few weeks leading up to it, and it was almost like he waited. Yeah.
Do you ever see something that reminds you of him?
He was a jockey.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so like, mainly just if you're ever watching the horse racing or something reminds me of him.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. I think it's really cool, like, doing obviously a portrait on Matt today of his grandparents, because it reminds me of how much I love my grandparents. I don't do a lot of elderly portraits, so I always get worried. I want to do it justice. And it's been so great today because your skin is just amazing. So I've been able to get all the little details and stuff in it.
All the wrinkles.
No, I don't put an overemphasis on the wrinkles. As an artist, I prefer to minimise the effects of causing too much chaos on the tattoo. So usually I sort of, dull it all down a little bit, because I find that if you go too heavy on the wrinkles, even if they show like that in the photo, actually transferred as a tattoo can look really, really messy. Whereabouts did you get the photo from?
But, the photo's always been up in their place since I was a little kid.
How'd you get it?
My mum posted it down to me. She told my grandma that she smashed the frame and she had to replace it. She lives with my mum and dad on the Gold Coast and it's in her bedroom. Yeah. I chose that because she obviously loves it a lot.
So did she actually
No, she didn't.
No, she just I'm like, how far did this lie have to go? All right, and we are done. You go check him out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dig
that's
it.
so sick. Man, you're the best. Oh, I love it. My tattoo's awesome. It's the best. Tennille's crazy. She's amazing. Thanks so much. It's awesome.
Sick. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, love it. It's cool. You're the best. Yeah, I've got everybody on me now. Yeah, forever.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, no.
JT wants me to help manage the studio.
Oh, shit. I currently have a tiny little butterfly tattoo.
A tattoo that is 3 years and younger, they're extra hard to cover up.
Oh, dude, it's so sick out here.
I like it back here. This is where I like to hang out on my very little amount of downtime.
Nice.
I'm so glad that you're here.
Me too. Me too.
Tennille and I have been friends for a few years now, but honestly, it kind of feels like forever. You know, when you just like meet certain other people and you feel like you're talking to a different version of yourself, that's Tennille.
So what's been going on?
Well, I mean, I was just super stoked to come down for the summer and tattoo and get to tattoo with you and chill, and thought this would be a little
That's what
holiday.
we're here for, isn't it?
I thought I was gonna be just chilling, but JT just sprung on me that he wants me to help manage the studio.
Oh, shit.
That's not even half of it, there's more. He wants to open a custom studio upstairs.
Oh, dude.
So I'm here to tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm here to be a boss. Again, a double boss, because you know I'm still a boss at home, the shop at home.
Yeah.
And I'm opening a new custom studio upstairs.
Dude, that's
So-
hectic.
Yeah, I really have my work cut out for me. I understand because he just had a baby and he's got a lot of stuff going on, so I know that he needs the help, so it's impossible to say no, but like, how am I supposed to wrap my head around tattooing, managing a street shop downstairs, and opening a custom studio upstairs? I love Tennille. I mean, she's my go-to when I need advice with relationships or, you know, struggling, you know, on decisions with my business, and, you know, she's just the best friend you could ask for. Nobody here understands what a custom studio is like. I mean, this is, you know, it's cool, but it's a street shop vibe. Like, people are walking in to get little tattoos. A custom studio is a whole different world.
Anything that you need a hand with, I can help.
Yeah,
you know?
I could definitely use your help with it because, I mean, I know what I'm doing. It's just the workload is so heavy. But, I mean, I'm kind of excited at the same time, though, because I really like guesting here. Like, I really like coming here for the summers and working because the area is awesome. And everybody in the shop is super cool. But as you know, like, the street shop vibe, it's not what we're used to. So maybe the opportunity to open a custom studio would be, like, kind of awesome. I have a lot on my plate this summer, and I know there's no way I could get through it if I did not have Tennille here to help me.
Hi.
Alicia?
Yes. My name's Alicia, and I came into Bondi Ink today to get a cover-up done by Megan.
We set up an appointment today, but I didn't get to ask you yet. What did you want to get tattooed?
I currently have a tiny little butterfly tattoo
Okay.
on my right shoulder.
Cute.
But I'd like to get it covered up with a bigger, more realistic, kind of intricate one.
Okay. Can I see the butterfly that you have now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's just a little guy.
The butterfly I currently have is very simple, and what I'm getting it covered up with is more realistic. Butterfly just to symbolize change in life.
Okay, cool. How old is that tattoo?
A couple years.
Okay. Generally, anything that's 10 years and older, it's super, super easy to cover. Even though the tattoo might look like it's very bright or maybe very dark, it's really not. The second that you start covering it up, it just basically disappears. A tattoo that is 3 years and younger, I get a little nervous about because they're extra hard to cover up because the ink is still really fresh. So I just need a few minutes to get something together for you. If you want to hang out, I'll come back and get you when I'm ready.
Sounds good.
All right, no problem. Most artists don't really like doing cover-ups because they're very difficult. When you have to do a cover-up, a lot of it is outside of your control. You have to change the design to fit the cover-up and actually hide it, and a lot of times that compromises the artistic integrity of a tattoo. But what I find is that's really challenging. You know, I want to be able to take something that's challenging and have it not, you know, compromise my artistic integrity. I want people to look at it and have no idea it was a cover-up in the first place, and yeah, that's exciting. All right, Miss Alicia. Come on over. I want you to check out what I drew. Keep in mind, this is just a stencil, okay? Yeah. But I'm thinking, you know, that's like a realistic monarch shape. We got the nice smooth wings like you asked for, and it's not too big, but big enough that we can still get a lot of nice realistic detail in there. So how do you feel about it?
Looks great. Perfect.
Cool. I won't say that you can never, ever, ever cover up a tattoo with another tattoo of the exact same size, but I'll say almost never. It's usually better to have the tattoo to be a little bit bigger because you need to be able to distract from the area that you're covering up. You want other people to look at it and have no idea it was a cover-up. Now I'm gonna put the butterfly on a slight angle.
Okay.
Facing inwards.
Cool.
So just stay super still, sit super straight while I put this on. I think that came out pretty good. I'm pretty stoked with it. I'd like you to check it out in the mirror.
Yeah, it looks really good. Cool. I like it. Good position.
Great. All right. We'll just do a teeny tiny line first, just so you can kind of remember what it feels like, okay?
Yep.
Here we go. How does that feel?
Like nothing.
Like kitten kisses. Yeah.
Have you done a lot of cover-ups before?
I have done a ton of hundreds, if you will, of cover-ups. Your cover-up in particular is really easy because it's so small and so light.
Right.
The one thing that's tricky about your cover-up is that, you know, you have a color tattoo, but you wanted a black and gray cover-up. A lot of people don't realize with black and gray, the way that you get lighter tones is negative space. It's just the color of the skin.
Right.
So if you're doing a black and gray cover-up of color, it has to be solid black over the color or it's not gonna work. So sometimes it makes it a little too dark.
Well, I'm happy to do color. It's gonna be easier to cover it up.
A lot of times people have unrealistic expectations of cover-ups. You know, they're very complicated.
Sorry, Sean. I fucked that stencil completely.
I don't know what I've done, man.
Seeing everything we see every single day, it was just a new outlook on life altogether. That campaign changed my life.
Sorry, this is really hard.
So I notice that your accent is like mine.
It is.
So I'm assuming you're from the States?
I am. I'm from South Carolina.
Oh, awesome. What brings you to Australia? Do you live here now?
Well, I've been here about a year. I left to kind of take a break, figure out where my life was going, because I dropped out of uni.
Why did you drop out?
I was pretty miserable. I just lost sight of who I was and who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. I was really trying to fit a mold that I think a lot of people are expecting me to fit. I was so scared of disappointing people and letting them down.
Were your parents some of those people?
Yeah, especially my dad. I would have been the first in my family to go to school, get a degree, and just kind of better myself. People back home in the South, and especially in a small town where I'm from, finish high school, go to uni, you know, get a job, get engaged, married, babies, and I had bigger aspirations than that. One day, it was kind of just like, I've had enough, and I called my mom and I said, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm not, you know, I'm coming home. And she was like, do what you gotta do. I immediately felt this weight lifted off my shoulder, and...
Well, that's how you know you did the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I still felt a lot of guilt. My parents mean the world to me, and disappointing them is a huge fear. They've given me everything in life, even if, you know, they had nothing. They've always made sure that I was happy, and school wasn't really meant for me at that time in my life, and I was so terrified of telling my parents that, you know, I didn't want to do this anymore.
How did you decide that when you were leaving the States that Australia was where you were going to come?
I wanted the freshest start possible, and Australia
so
was the furthest place
as
away.
far away as possible?
I remember telling my parents, don't cry, it's fine, I'll be okay. And as soon as I got to the other side of security, I was bawled. It was really scary.
Did you know anybody?
Absolutely no one.
That's crazy. The thought that you did that with knowing no one, you probably had no idea what to expect except for what you see on TV. That's like such a big move.
Yeah, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. And I've met so many great people out here, and the love of my life out here. He's great.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. We met on Tinder.
On Tinder?
Yeah, we met a month after I got out here. I was just on Tinder because I knew absolutely no one. And I was like, why not? It won't hurt. And the only guy I went out with on a Tinder date, and
It was just instant connection. He's really been key in, you know, helping me find myself again and making me feel
Very
comfortable
supportive.
in my own skin, and yeah, very supportive of the decision I made.
You must have really felt like you needed like a complete restart. I'm guessing that probably has something to do with why this old tattoo is getting out of here.
Yeah. You know, I chose the butterfly to cover up another butterfly because a butterfly has always been kind of, you know, a symbol of change, metamorphosis. It's symbolic of my transformation out here.
Absolutely.
And transitioning from someone that I didn't really like and turning back to the person I always wanted to be. And
you feel like you're that person now?
Yeah.
That's incredible. You know how few people actually ever get to say that during their lifetime, that are always living a life that is like just to appease other people. And you were brave enough to just like literally just be like, screw that. You're like inspiring me. I'm like, I want to move here too.
Australia's great. I never want to leave.
All right, it looks like we might be done. Well, why don't you have a peek at it in the mirror? Bum, bada, bum.
Oh, it's beautiful. You never know there was a tattoo underneath that.
Thank you. I tried.
She did such a great job. It's so detailed and absolutely beautiful. Love it. Never get this one covered up.
Do you feel like it transformed?
I do. Feel
The
completely
transformation is
different.
complete?
It is. I'm a beautiful butterfly now.
Do it.
Oh.
She just inspired me to step outside of my own comfort and want to try other things. And I did that with her tattoo and it came out super well. And wow, it was just awesome. A little hug, baby hug. Aww.
Ben.
Yo.
Can you come here, please?
Yeah, man.
It's so good to have a half-decent apprentice this year. That means I don't have to do the shit stuff.
What's up?
Got my client coming in a couple of minutes. Can you just run this through the stencil machine for us?
Yeah, sweet, for sure, man. So my name's Van Peters. I'm from the Gold Coast. I've moved down to Sydney about 5 years ago, and I'm a tattoo apprentice at Bondi Ink. Tattooing, to me, it's an ongoing learning experience. I think I've got a lot to give and a lot to show, and tattooing's my world. I fucked that stencil completely. I've heard Sean's got a rep with apprentices, so I'm pretty scared to show him what's happening with the stencil, to be honest. So, Sean?
Yeah?
I blew it out.
What do you mean?
I don't know, man.
Show me.
Whoa. I don't know what I've done, man. It's just blown out.
It's all good. I know what you've done. It's just turned it too low. You need to pump it up a little bit.
Okay, sweet. Can you
come around and show you?
Yeah, sweet, man.
I've learned my lesson since last summer, and I need to be a bit more patient with the apprentices so they'll learn faster and they'll pick things up a little bit quicker. So what number did you have it on before?
Like 4?
Way too slow.
And just feed it through?
Yeah.
No, sick.
See?
Sean was sweet. I showed him the stencil. He just told me what I'd done wrong and stepped me through it, and the stencil came out perfect. It was cool.
So,
Yo.
any ladies want to get fucked up tonight?
Can't handle it.
Don't touch it.
All done skis. So,
Yo.
any ladies want to get fucked up tonight?
I think this little princess does.
Well, maybe Jimmy does, but I'll come hang out.
Cool. All right, well, where's a good place?
Beachy?
Yeah, we can go beachy. It's got some good food and pool.
All right, sick. That sounds good. Should we round up the troops?
Yeah.
I want to get you guys fucking fucked up, Queensland style. Let's do it.
Yeah, sick. All right, come on, man.
Today I have Angela coming in. She's a volunteer for Sea Shepherd. She's after a tribute piece for the dolphins of Taiji in Japan. Me being an animal lover myself, I'm really excited. I got Angela to first send me a rough sketch of what she was after. I feel like the sketch at least represents the composition of the piece. It's up to me to turn that into real life. But I think composition's a big part of how someone wants their tattoo to look. Angela?
Yeah. Hi.
I'll get you to come on over. We'll get the stencil on. So the ribs, right?
Yeah.
Now, did you want to go directly on the side or more to the front?
I don't know. It's up to you. What do you think would look best? Maybe in the middle? I don't...
Sort of, your stomach sort of gets flatter the more you come around.
Yeah.
Especially in females, the shape of their body comes in quite sharply and out. So when you're working with like little faces and stuff, you want to try and get the flattest part on the side, and the more you come around to the stomach is probably where it's going to get the flattest to put something that you don't really want distorted. There it is.
I love it.
Happy with where it sits?
It's unbelievable, thank you.
Awesome. Well, let's get started. Let's get comfortable for the next 5 hours.
Yep.
And because it's on the ribs and it can be sensitive, I'll just start at the bottom quite slowly and just get you into the groove.
Easing me into the pain, that's always fun.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Just a small line to start off. How is it?
Killing me.
How long have you been a part of the Sea Shepherd?
Volunteering for about 3 years, a little bit over that. Yeah, actually first got involved in it when I went to like a luncheon or what have you. It was actually a fundraiser. Went to a couple of protests, met some amazing people, and then watched The Cove.
That's a documentary?
Yeah, it moved me so much. I was actually shaking and crying at the same time. It just got me. I can't even explain it. Decided I have to go to Taiji. Pretty much signed up and went on the first campaign. That campaign itself changed my life. Just 2 weeks there, seeing everything that you see every single day, it was just a new outlook on life altogether.
The work that Angela does with Sea Shepherd is amazing. She goes all the way to Japan, Taiji, for the annual dolphin hunt, which is pretty much 5 months of slaughtering dolphins and capturing others for captivity. I've always wanted to like do something similar, but I think I'd be too sensitive to be able to like see, you know, the stuff that actually happens. If it wasn't for people like Angela, then we wouldn't even know this went on.
When you're over there, you've got a job to do, so you kind of suck it up and you just do it. And you're running off pure adrenaline, and you're there for the dolphins, you're not there for yourself. So it's about them, so you take yourself out of the equation.
Yeah. The first thing that came to my head was like, there's no way I could possibly stomach that. I would be a mess. I couldn't visually see that. I really want to work through that so I can help maybe one day.
Waited almost 2 years before I could get back again. Was ground leader for 2 weeks, almost got arrested. They tried to get us for defamation of character. Sea Shepherd co-guardian Facebook page called the Trainers of the Dolphins torturers, and the trainers weren't very happy with that, so they pulled us in and I had quite an intensive interrogation. The next day I had to leave because that was the day that I was flying out. 4.5 hour trip from Taiji to Osaka, and it was like the hardest train ride of my life because I walked away mid-slaughter. I had my backpack and all of my luggage with me, and I had to literally walk past the cove mid-slaughter, and meanwhile I was being followed by the guy that interrogated me the day before, and he was laughing at me and taunting. And my last look back at the cove, which is horrible because I still don't have closure, was dolphins. Sorry, this is really hard. They were trying to escape and they were being pushed back into the cove, and they basically got hacked to death. And I couldn't do anything, I had to keep walking, so.
It blows me away like that you can dedicate so much time to such an awesome cause, which I wish I could do, but
you can.
I know one day. All right, Angela.
Really?
I think we're done.
Good.
Are you ready to check it out?
I am. Hey. Oh my God. Oh wow. That is unbelievable. Wow.
Cool.
You really captured it. It's sort of a reflection of me to never give up and to always continue fighting for all of my beliefs and my animal activism for all animals. And GB really did it justice. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Seriously.
I'm really stoked to do this tattoo because me being an animal lover myself, I feel like I can relate to the piece, and I think I'll get a lot out of it as well. I'll just get it wrapped up and get you home for a nice big sleep.
And a glass of scotch, maybe.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Fuck, you made
How are
it.
you?
What's going on?
Not much. What are you doing?
Waiting.
Drinking.
Waiting, drinking.
It's really nice to have a chance to sit down with the guys and chill with them and, you know, get to know them because we have a lot of work ahead of us together.
I'll take one shot.
All right, go, Sean.
I'll do one.
And Sean does it with
I'll
me.
do one.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't handle it. Girls, we'll have like a little flight.
Good evening,
Oh, yeah.
my lovelies.
What time do you call this?
Woo! Getting the party started.
Been waiting for ages.
Some fireballs.
Oh, thank you.
One shot, go. Just fucking do it, Dan. Just fucking do it. The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? There's Tabasco in that?
This shot is disgusting. It's burned in my mouth, but there's no way I'm letting Chanel have this one.
So, I don't know what came over me with the prank.
That's got Tabasco in it, hey?
I don't fucking know. I just got fireballs.
You're bullshitting. Chanel thinks she's so fucking funny. That's a heavy joke. But I'm gonna get her back, trust me. You started something which I feel like me and Van can finish.
Bring it on.
Say bring it on.
Now what?
JT, how are you, mate? I think it's probably best if you come down to the office, mate. We've had a couple of complications.
Can I expect any trouble from you this summer?
Oof. Detective Sergeant Nash, Bondi Police Station. One of your colleagues has filed a complaint against you guys.
So we were looking for somebody to kind of help with the walk-ins. I really want somebody who's versatile, who can kind of take care of whatever walks in the door.
Let's just cut to the chase a little bit. I think your work is going to go down, and we need to get your ass to the UK.
Oh, sorry, man. You just caught me off guard a bit.
I went to London, I went to New York.
Oh.
It was huge.
You must have loved it.
I loved it so much.
I got a stitch.
Fuck. What are you doing? Get up. Come on, get up. Don't know how to tell you this. We just got a call from our financial advisor.